I received a call, went to the place where a Subaru Forester car was waiting for me in a prepared garage. I start the process immediately. First of all, I will prepare all the necessary equipment, then I disconnect the battery. I collect the client's personal belongings. Also, I tune into my favorite podcast that randomly covers topics related to spirituality and God. I pull out the mats and start vacuuming. A good vacuuming is half the job, but I don't like it the most because it's the most tiring because it really takes time to thoroughly vacuum everything. I cover the mats with chemicals and rinse with water, and here, ladies and gentlemen, a pneumatic tool tornator which works together with a compressed air compressor at the same time gives chemicals and a kind of washing. This is such a strong first wash with chemicals and water. I apply the chemical from the bottle and rinse with water with a pump. This equipment is a bit difficult to work with because the handle is non-ergonomic and water tank is heavy. I recommend paying attention to future orders about ergonomic. I needed to work on each hole with the needle because the pebbles stuck in them do not get sucked in. Even after taking the client's steering wheel and going outside, I can still see areas where I should concentrate next. I'll take a close look at the areas where the car is really caked with dirt. Here, I'm showing you how to look and find dirt in these kinds of places. For example, behind the seats you wouldn't think to look, but when you look you find. So that I don't leave any hidden treasures for the client, I try during the day in the daylight. I use a spotlight to take a good look around to see where I still need to focus. I get my water and with this equipment, I start washing the car with hot steam. Hot steam, why? Because it kills bacteria on the surface. This car was imported from an auction in America and the customer wants to be walked in gold and such, so I'm trying to wash the car really thoroughly so that there wouldn't be, and I'm thinking about bacteria, not only thinking about dirt. I want there to be no old germs left behind. So we go and I start polishing the car, cleaning it in places everywhere, including the wheel arches. This is important. Again, it's also important to clean the arches because if there's dirt behind the wheel, cars lose their beauty, but when you clean the arch, it becomes deep visually, look like a black hole, with the wheel looking much prettier if the arch is thoroughly clean. Blow out the dirt with a compressor from all kind of gaps between the windows with microfiber cloths from the dry car. And one of the very important steps is, after washing the car well, to thoroughly dry it, changing the microfiber cloth often or at least frequently dusting. And then we move on to washing the interior of the car. I shampoo the areas where I think was rubbed off at that time. I scrub it out with a brush into the carpet with the shampoo, and then I steam clean it and suction up the liquid that I sprayed. Next we get to the panels and plastics cleaning. With a brush you scrub out, you cut out the pores and you wipe it off. So with a scraper, it's worth unlocking the crevices because it gives the same feeling of cleanliness. Because when a person is sitting in the traffic jam, they see the steering wheel getting dirty. Look at how the seatbelt has become so dirty. Wow. And at the end, I looked like this and almost missed this spot. That's why it's necessary to try carefully to see the condition of the car. I clean it with such concentration. This thing smells really good. Wow. What I'm doing here is I'm warming up the seats, and when the leather of the seat is warm, the pores open because the dirt is in the pores. Then I rub a special conditioner while the seat leather is warm and it absorbs better and cleans the pores more. So here we're starting to blacken the carpets. Here I'm blackening the carpets so that from gray they would become black again. And here I'm polishing the windows because the windows are very dirty with such a hard to explain and hard to clean dirt. So here I'm polishing just the deeply embedded dirt, which is already soaked into the window. It's good to have a blade like this, a razor blade, to scrape off all sorts of things. Those who get stuck, the stickers are the same old ones. After cleaning the windows inside using glass cleaner, I made sure to open the window and inspect for any remaining streaks. It is also important to consider the tansy scent in the cabin. Finally, I polished the wheels and quickly gave the cabin a brief inspection before wearily heading back into the house. Therefore, I ended up inside the cabin. The pedals rebounded. We can say as new, the cabin really smells delicious, pleasantly. The surfaces are impregnated, conditioned, cleaned. What has to shine, shines. What doesn't have to shine, doesn't shine. In a word, all this and more you'll find in the PDF magazine I created. It's for sale. Look in description.